Hi, my name is Rachel. I live in Mustang, Oklahoma, and I am here to talk about the KEEP program, which is being implemented into our school system at the beginning of March. And KEEP is an abbreviation for Kids Eagerly Endorsing Purity, which was a program founded by the Christian Metro Academy. I realize that there's a disconnect between the ones that want this program to exist and the ones that don't, and I am here to explain why it shouldn't. Having an opt-out option is not good enough when the program shouldn't have even made its way into our schools in the first place. There is too much room for parents to be uninformed of this decision, and there is clear religious indoctrination being taught. If you don't believe me, I have the curriculum right in front of me, and I'll go on ahead and go through it one by one. Lesson 1, Purity, the definition and differences between males and females. The only time that purity should be discussed in school is when they are learning chemistry. Lesson 2, Physical consequences. How we got to where we are in the sexual revolution. And if by where you are, we're talking about the drastic drop in teenage pregnancies due to the creation of birth control, I guess we're on the same page. Lesson 3, Social and relational consequences of dating and early sexual activity. Pregnancy, birth, adoption, and abortion. I'm not even going to mention, or maybe I will, the blatantly sexist undertones involved with only listing the female potential outcomes. And I'm just going to ask that, what is exactly early sexual activity? Or is there some kind of arbitrary age that makes it acceptable? Lesson 4, the only one in the bunch that may or may not be religiously driven, and it talks about drugs and alcohol. Yay. Lesson 5, Lust versus Love, 14 Steps to Intimacy, which is pretty self-explanatory. Lesson 6, Boundaries and Accountability, Timelines, Physical Boundaries, Supervision, Clothing. Because for some reason, the clothes that you wear have some kind of bearing on your sexual activity. And I'm pretty sure the last time I heard that, it had to do with you got what you deserved because of what you wore. So, just moving on. There is no denying that this program is religiously motivated simply by the word purity, and the concept that a teen is somehow worth less because they lost their virginity is a dangerous precedent to set. Has anybody thought about the abused, the raped in this master plan? Because somehow I doubt it. Now, last I checked, Oklahoma was 5th in line to the teenage pregnancy throne. A reason for this is a lack of comprehensive sex education. Abstinence-only education just doesn't work. You can want all you want for your teenagers to abstain from sex, and unless they're doing it, it's just, I mean, come on, it doesn't work. It's kind of like me leaving my front door open and hoping that my toddler will close it and go back to watch Mickey instead of running out into the street and being hit by a car. And I'm just not willing to play Russian roulette when it comes to my kids' health. Bottom line, this needs to be pulled from the schools immediately and replaced with an all-encompassing sex education course that includes the diverse group of children that are in the Mustang Public School District. Not wanting them to have sex until they are adults won't prevent them from having sex until they are adults. And instead, what it's going to do is it's going to force them to deal with mature decisions that they are not ready to make. So why don't we just give them the tools that they need to take whichever path they are going to choose, abstinence or having a sexual activity, it doesn't matter. We are in a science world right now that is able to prevent these from happening. So let's keep our kids from having to make mature decisions when it's completely unnecessary. Thanks. Keep it classy.